Okay, so slightly different turns of events today. I'm actually filming this on my phone. Unlike iPhones now, on a front camera, you can hit a little button. It does like a sort of wide screen, like YouTube type video. So I don't know what the quality is going to be like. I've only ever used this like a few times. Also, I've noticed in some of my videos, this little like bit of plastic string hanging down. It does really irritate me. I'm sure it probably irritates you. Remember, this car, if you didn't watch my first video, only cost me £500. It is my project car. There is a lot wrong with it. Well, not saying wrong with it, but there's a lot to fix on it, if that makes sense. That is one of them. That basically just needs like gluing. It's just this where the seals come off, but it looks really ugly. And obviously this is a soft top, so hence why the roof looks weird. But yeah, my £500 car that drives absolutely smooth as anything. It's lovely sound, lovely drive. It just needs a lot of TLC, a lot of paint work on the outside and a lot of stuff on the inside, but that's the whole point. That's why I spent £500 on it. So yeah, I wanted to discuss in this video about like the whole like fitness industry, as it were, and what it like is, or what it's becoming, or what it was. That's a good start. My phone just slipped. You're on the steering wheel, bit of dodgy steering wheel. Yeah, like I don't see a lot of like fitness videos. Like I've been going to the gym since I was 15 years old, which is like what, just over 10 years now. And I wouldn't say the shape I'm in is 10 years worth of progress, if that makes sense. I've been very on and off the gym over my time. Obviously when I first started, I have no idea what I was doing. When I was at university, I used to go to the gym a lot and I was in a decent shape, but then again I used to just drink a load of alcohol, so I was never like in that prime shape. Like I was really lean at university, but if I look back now, I was actually like really skinny. I wasn't like in a really good shape. I was just quite aesthetically, because I was like 18 years old, I used to walk literally everywhere. I did so much cardio every day and drank loads of alcohol, so I actually had quite a poor diet. I don't know how, I just somehow was in a decent shape. And then after university I took like a year off the gym. I just lost everything to do with the gym and didn't go or anything like that. And then I feel like I hit my best shape ever was probably a year post university, because I was working a full-time job and living at home with my mum and dad's. So I had all of this money that, like, you know, I had a full-time wage at the age of like what, 20, 21, 22. So I could afford all the supplements, all the nice clothing. Not that it makes a difference, but I feel like if you're wearing decent clothes in a gym, it makes you work out better than if you're wearing trash clothes. That makes any sense. And I just had this money and time, and I was working in an office every single day, and the gym was like around the corner, so I used to go to the office every day, go straight to the gym. My diet was on point, but again, I used to go out at the weekends, because I was at that age. Like, it's really hard, I think, in your 20s to be like a gym person if you love going out, socialising and drinking alcohol. Like, if you're one of these gym influencers that just wants to do pure bodybuilding, I feel like you're going to look back, maybe in like your 30s, 40s, and look back and go, I spent my whole 20s just lifting weights and not dieting, compared to those that have memories and still can kind of keep a shape. Anyway, I don't have a 10-year physique at all, bearing shape of mind, but I've never been like, I've always wanted to do fitness YouTube, right, and fitness Instagram, fitness TikTok, and I had an opportunity on TikTok to technically start a fitness channel. So like when I first started TikTok, it was in the first lockdown, so I was put on furlough from my job that I was working. I was still in like a decent shape, and I was doing like push-ups at home, and sort of like I built like a little jungle gym off a tree, so I had like a little pull-up bar from my tree. I had a little like, I bought this like chest machine, but it was like all resistance, there was no weights to it, so it was really hard to do. And I bought like bands and stuff, you know, like resistant bands, and sort of tied them around to try and get the resistance, and it wasn't working. I actually started my TikTok page based on like fitness at home in lockdown, and I always think to myself now, if I just stuck to that, because this was at a time where no one else was doing it. Like, you still had all like the YouTubers who are still big on there, but all of these like TikTokers that are now YouTubers, that are now the face of Gymshark and My Protein and Define and all that, none of them were doing, like, I mean, they probably started at the same time as me, but no one knew of them because they had just started their account. But I went on a massive tangent and went down like the cringe TikTok route. All I cared about was just getting followers. I thought, oh, if I get millions of followers now, I'm going to be rich. And this is my point I'm going to get onto about the whole social media thing with fitness. Anyway, I went on down the cringy route, and I think to myself now, like, if I just stuck to the gym stuff, like working out from home, and then when gyms reopened, did content, I could be one of these gym people that I wanted to be. And then like, I've tried to post, you know, fitness stuff on YouTube before, and I just lose the drive. Like, I love going to the gym. I go every single day now. I try not to take any time off. I stick to it and stuff like that. But I never committed to it. And I started a gym page on TikTok, and I post on there occasionally, but I don't post every day all the time. But I just don't know where, like, this is what I mean by like the fitness industry. Like, back when I was watching it, it was all like edits of like the big muscly men. And like the other thing as well, I feel like you have to have an insane physique now to be a fitness influencer. Like, I know a lot of people can say, oh, you don't really need to be, but if you look at all of the big Gymshark athletes or the My Protein athletes, they're all ripped, they're all shredded, they're all ripped, they're all in very good shape. Whether they're on gear or not is a different story. I don't believe a lot of them are. Some of them I think they are, but some of them aren't. And I've never been like shredded. I've always been like, I'm quite bad with dieting, right? So I'm on quite a decent diet at the minute. Hence why I was talking yesterday about going on Retta. So I've actually purchased Retta, if anyone didn't know. As of yet last night, I purchased some. It's coming tomorrow. And the reason why I want to start Retta, and I feel like it will be the perfect thing for me, is I will go to the gym and eat decent, but I have the worst cravings ever for bad food. I don't know where it stems from. The only excuse I can think of or where it stems from is when I was at university, Deliveroo was like first thing. And I used to get so many Deliveroos in my third year at university. Like I used to sit and game and play Fortnite because it was like 2018. It was like the year Fortnite was out. I never went to the gym in that year either. And I honestly think, for me, I just have such a bad relationship that the second I get hungry, I never crave like a good meal. I just want to eat like a pizza or a burger or a McDonald's or order something. And I get like almost like a dopamine hit from ordering on Domino's, or like ordering food and waiting for it. I get such a dopamine hit for that. And this is one of the reasons why I generally think Retta is not only going to be the best thing for me in terms of getting in a really good shape, it's also to block that out. I'll actually be able to diet properly and healthy food. Also, pre-workout, I got strawberry laces from My Protein, really good. Hence the pink shaker, my partner shaker. I don't know, I've lost all of mine. Anyway, so like the whole fitness industry, I feel like you have to be in such a good shape to do it. And that's one thing, I've never been in a decent enough shape that if I posted videos on like, oh, this is what I'm training today, or this is how I've got a big chest or anything like that, people probably wouldn't listen, because they wouldn't look at my physique and think, oh, he's got a really good physique. I haven't got a physique that people would want to have, if that makes sense. I mean, I might have a physique that people want to have if, you know, they're just starting out really skinny, or maybe they're like quite a large person, they want to shred down, maybe. But I'm not one of these people that I like, if I look at myself in the mirror, I think I wouldn't want to look up to what I look like. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not a Sam Sulek if you want to be a huge bodybuilder. I'm not one of these My Protein guys like Joe Fazer that's in like a really good shape constantly all year round. I've never been that kind of person. And I think that comes down to like the whole social media fitness side of it. Like, you know, you got these like TikTok videos of like, oh, whatever he can't lift, I start, and when he finishes, I start, and all this. And it's like, yeah, it gets views, yeah, I get it, but it's not gym content. Like, I personally don't want to watch that. I feel like that's just more viral content. Whether you go to the gym or you're not, you're going to watch it. I prefer like old school gym, where it's purely just about lifting weights and eating chicken, you know? And that might be boring to a lot of people, but the gym industry is becoming huge. And yeah, I just don't know where to go with it. But yeah, I've always wanted to start like fitness, and I never really committed to it. And I think to myself now, like, it's really hard to get, unless you're in like an absolute insane shape. And that's what I've always targeted for. Whenever I've gone for a big shape, I've always thought to myself, the only reason I'm trying to get in shape is so I can post online and maybe go viral. And I think to myself, maybe that's the wrong attitude to have. Like, a lot of it, I rely on, like, when I lived at home and I started TikTok, I never did it for money. I didn't make any money. I didn't make a single penny. I got to 100,000 followers and I wasn't making a single penny, right? And then I started making a bit of money, and I did it a little bit full time in like one of the lockdown years. Again, I was living at home. I didn't need a lot of money. I had a phone and car insurance. That's all I already paid for. So I didn't need money. So if I made £400 a month on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, it didn't matter. That was enough for me to survive, because at the end of the day, I lived at home. But obviously years have gone by now. I have a family, I have a house, I have a mortgage, I have 3 cars now. Like, I have a lot to pay for, and I can't just, you know, take the toll on just quitting my job and doing social media and anything like that, because I don't make any money from it anymore. And a lot of part of my brain wiring was, the only reason I want to do social media is to make money. And that's the wrong attitude. If you want to do social media, start it for fun. If you start it for money, or just want to do it purely for money, you're never going to get anywhere. And I can guarantee you, any influencer will say that. No one starts doing social media straight away to earn good money, because it's not going to be like that unless you actually get big and go viral. Most people start for fun. And I think that's where I want to go with like the whole fitness thing. So that's why I'm starting these YouTube videos, because I think to myself, I am just making these YouTube videos chatting away in the car. If I was on the phone to someone or sending a voice note to a group chat, I'd probably be saying the same thing I'm saying to you guys. And I'm not doing this for money anymore. If I get 10 views a YouTube video, I generally don't care, because I'm not, you know, I'm not doing it for money. I'm hoping, you know, one day I do go viral. Maybe I do get like a sponsorship. Maybe I do get like something from it. But at the end of the day, these videos are so quick and easy to make. And this is the reason why I'm starting to do these and making clips from these videos to go onto TikTok. because I don't care about views and stuff anymore. I don't care about making any money. I'm just doing it now just to post and maybe potentially go somewhere. But that's the thing with the whole like attitude to social media, is if you start it for money, you're never going to get anywhere. I feel like if you do it for fun, it might potentially grow into something. But yeah, I want to get into fitness. I'm going to start trying to bring old school stuff back, especially on my fitness page. Now, my gym isn't really a good gym for like filming gym content, but again, I feel like that's a little bit outdated unless you own your own gym. Again, it's saturated and you get like a lot of looks from loads of different people if you're posting in the gym. But like, as for YouTube, I'm just doing these car talks, different topics every day. It may be related to the gym or cars or just anything in general, maybe peptides, something like that. But yeah, guess I'll see you in the next video, and we'll go on to a new topic.